I'm feeling so charitable today. Oh, don't fall. Wait. Oh, I have a habit of literally leaning against the edge of my bed. I don't understand where it came from, but it's not helpful when you're clumsy because literally fall off my bed at least once every day. I'm not even being sarcastic. Like that, it literally happens every day. It's sad. um. But I actually got up and did stuff today, surprisingly. I have an eyelash in my eye. And looks so creepy. You look so creepy when you do that. Like, ew, ew, ew. Um, but like, I did some stuff today. Like, we went to South Sacramento, and South Sacramento has like really good Asian food, which I adore because I am Asian and love Asian food. Plus, South Sacramento is like has so many fond memories for me because like literally have been going there my entire life. Because the Asian center there, I've just been going there my entire life, and like it's if it wasn't so crowded and like unsafe and poor, I would live in South Sacramento. That's how much I love it. But it's also just as hot as Sacramento now, like here. So yeah, that's not happening. Like, but if I was one of those like homebodies, like I would so move to South Sacramento because it's just like it's my home. Like, it's probably Sacramento is like the place that I've lived the longest. Like, cause I've traveled a lot. Like, army baby, army brat, and then also like my mom just moved a lot because she couldn't afford a lot of places. And but like South Sacramento is like my like home. Like it's always been my home because it's like I've lived in Sacramento like my entire life, but I've never really loved the area that we've lived. Like I hate the area we live in because it's so richy. Well, it's not richy. It's just like suburban and boring and like ugh, like. Ugh. And I sounded like I was hacking up a hairball. Okay, cool, attractive. Ah. Anyways, so like, but South Sacramento, like, I've been like, it's like one of my first memories with my dad was going to South Sacramento and like going to the Asian marts with my dad and like my mom and like I've just always remembered South Sacramento and it's kind of always been like my home and so like I love South Sacramento even though I would never live there because South Sacramento, especially that area that I love so much, is overrun by Asians and like not exactly the most like wealthy area. Like it's not exactly safe. Like there's like a high crime rate in that area. So like yeah. Plus there's like so many Asians. Like I would just feel overwhelmed. But like it's also like just one of those places, you know? Like it's just like I think I'll always remember that place is like home, even though it's not really home. It's just like I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Like it's so weird. But anyways, I love that place, and we went there with my uncle today, and I did some planning today. I actually planned out my entire summer slash what I'm planning to do with my life today. I mean the rest of high school slash college. No, I actually didn't go to college yet. The planning. But like I did do high school planning. Like all of high school planning. I did all of it. Not classes obviously because it's already planned out for classes. But like for like free time slash like credits and like stuff and like learning how to drive and stuff and like getting a job and stuff. I planned all of that out. As well as like everything that I want to do this summer. I also got some big news today, which is a little bit scary. Also, I'm all over the place, sorry. But, like, I'm feeling really charitable today because, like, yesterday I had like my little like political revelation, which honestly, like, I try not to get that much into politics because, like, all you need to know is that I'm a liberalist and I have opinions about certain things, but like most politics I hate, so I don't really go into it that much. So it was pretty kind of shocking for me to go into politics yesterday, but also I didn't really like me going into politics yesterday because it just got me angry and you could see it. But also, like, one of my subscribers, like, I adore her. Like, she's amazing. Like, she's so sweet. I love her. I mean, I love all my subscribers, but like, she's like, because I feel like some of my subscribers are catfishes, low-key, so like, But there are 2 subscribers that I have, but I cannot remember their names. Well, I can, like, Janet something, and then Piper something, like, underscore or some numbers or something. Both of them are, like, the sweetest, and, like, almost always comment on videos, and they're so cute, I love them. But, Janet, like, she has, I don't know if it's okay for me to, like, mention their names. I don't know. Like, it's not even their real names, probably. Well, I mean, it might be, but, like, it's their YouTube names. So, like, I don't know. But, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to do this, okay? Like, I don't know how to do the whole shout-out thing. Like, I'm not a proper YouTuber. Like, I just... I don't know what I'm doing, okay? Like, some people can pretend and, like, go with the flow and, like, yeah, like, look cool and stuff. Like, I'm not one of those people. I am not one of those people. Like, I spit on everything I want to, like, thinking. Like, I have no filter. I'm so blunt. Like, I just, and I'm really clumsy and confusing and, like, why? And, like, and, like, so yeah, like, I don't know how to act put together because I'm not put together. Like, literally, like, if I couldn't keep track of my body, my head would never be attached to me and my hands would be, like, lost. So it would be invalid because I wouldn't know how to track my, like, shit. Like, I just am, like, so bad. It's so bad. Anyways, so Janet, like, she is a Trump supporter, which kind of, like, was a shock to me. Like, I, like, if I found out she was a Trump supporter before I knew her, like, affection towards me and, like, her support for me and, like, how, like, although her comments sometimes are, like, super, super, super long, like, a lot of times they're, like, so meaningful. And, like, I hold them in my heart and I'm just like, oh my god, like, and, like, same with Piper. And, but, like, she told me she's a Trump supporter, and, like, normally if, like, someone told me they were a Trump supporter, I would kind of just, like, rub them off and be like, oh yeah, like, you're nah. And they could be, like, great people. I just don't, like them because of what they believe. And if a lot of times, like, to me, like, I think of, like, Trump supporters and I think of the stereotype where, like, they just shove it down your throat and they're very, like, very Republican and, like, very, like, religious and, like, very white supremacist. And, like, not all of them are. And Janet is not like that, I don't think. Well, I mean, she hasn't mentioned it, so, like, I don't know. She might be. But, like, at the same time, like, she has good in her. I can already tell, because, like, she's, like, such a, like, great person. Just, like, from what she, like, tells me and, like, everything. And, like, even though our beliefs are pretty different, because I'm an atheist, liberalist, pansexual teenager, and she's, like, older, and she's a Republican, and, like, probably straight, and, like, we're so different, but, like, we both respect each other and like each other. And even though we've never met, like, and we're really different, like, we still respected and like each other. And I just, like, was like, wow. Like, even though I, like, I don't know, like, preach against, like, stereotypes and shit, and how I hate them, and blah, 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 like, I do them too. Even though I don't realize I'm doing them, it was kind of just like, wow. Like, I'm letting my dislike of one person, like, coat and, like, I don't know, like, influence, like, my opinion of others who support that person. Like, that's just kind of, like, messed up. So, I need to stop that. Because not everyone who associates with a person that I don't like is like that person. Like, you know, like, for Mean, like, let's say Mean Girls, for example. Oh, I mean, Mean Girls is not the best example. Never mind. but say there's like a mean popular girl or whatever, and she has like her little groupies, but not like all of her groupies like pretend to be like her, but they're not all like her, and they all like admire her, but they're not all mean girls. And so like it's the same thing. Like it's not like all of them are like dickheads. Like some of them are really amazing people, but like they just support someone that I like hate. But like it's fine. Like I don't have to like let my hate of that one person like affect everyone else that supports him. So like yeah. Basically that was my point. Yeah. But also along with this optimistic attitude and along with like me talking about politics more, like I've been feeling more charitable and like more optimistic, like, oh my god, I can make a change in the world. Yeah, like unusual for me, because like normally I'm kind of like realist slash pessimist, and like I have many opinions but none of them really matter, and like without millions of people want to make changes in the world and they don't, or they make changes in the world in small ways, and like just because they want big changes doesn't mean they're gonna happen. And so like I kind of knocked down my expectations a lot of the time, and so I'm like in that phase where like I have hope and like I want to crush it just so someone doesn't crush it for me. That sounds so sad. Speaking of sad, my uncle and I were talking about like suicide and stuff, and he was talking about how like suicidal people are usually people who like really lack self-confidence and are like loners and like seclude themselves and stuff, and like blah blah blah, and like or feel like they like don't have like anything to live for or anything. And I'm just kind of like, oh, maybe slightly suicidal, like just a little bit, like a smidgen, like a like a little bit, like half an inch, like a centimeter, like I'm just a tiny bit, like a tiny bit, but like it's nothing extreme. Like I'm not actually gonna act on it, like I know better, but like slight, a little bit. Like I'm not gonna act on it, obviously, but I mean, I've had thoughts, and I just kind of like thought like, nah, everyone probably has this at one point or whatever, morbid curiosity or something, but like I might actually be suicidal, just like a little bit, like a little smidgen of a bit, like it rarely happens, kind of bit. Yeah, just when I have really bad days. But I try not to get really bad days, so like we're good. And when I do have really bad days, I talk to you guys, so it helps. So like, I'm getting better. Like it's nothing as bad as it's fine. I'm fine. Like I'm fine. Yeah. Plus, even if I was seriously suicidal, like I don't think I would have the guts to actually do it, because I never had the guts to actually cut myself when I was with my mom. So like, yeah, like which is a good thing. Don't cut yourself. Like no self-harm, please. Like God. Okay, how did we get to this conversation? Moving on. Moving on. Well, you can see my turtle tank a little bit. Oh, look at turtle. I love him. I love her. Like, I love popcorn. Yeah. Also, I posted a video of popcorn earlier today because I just cleaned her tank, and it's super clean, like super clean. So I was like, oh my gosh, she looks gorgeous. Like, I need to show off. So like, let's show off popcorn. And like Popcorn literally swam up to the glass right in front of my camera because I think she was curious about what this little black thing was. And I was like, oh yeah, that's so cute. Like, whoa, I love her. The other thing is, like, she's shedding right now, so she has this like little flap of skin on her neck, and one of the like things that like you can never like you're never supposed to pull off any skin or like scales that they're shedding when they shed, because it could damage their skin or whatever and like permanently like scar them. So like never do it. And so even though it really bugs me whenever she has like skin dangling, because she looks like a freaking zombie or a decaying animal, and it bugs me, but like I just have to leave it there. And she's shedding right now, so like when I was doing the video, like she looks adorable, but like she has shedding skin and like it looks ugly. I'm like, I want to fix it, but I can't because like it'll hurt her, but like it annoys me. It annoys me so much. But it's whatever. Like, if you see the video and, like, are like, oh my god, our turtle's dying. Like, it's not dying, it's just shedding. So, yeah. I should do one of those videos, because, like, I sometimes go to the river and, like, pick up, like, tadpoles and fish and stuff. Like, I can feed my turtle that. So, like, I might do one of those videos where, like, you can see her feeding, because, like, it's adorable. And, like, looks badass as fuck. Like, I love popcorn! She's so cool! Like, literally aspire to be her. Like, what's better than being a turtle and just, like, literally, like, chilling out all the fucking time and then, like, swimming around and pacing around and then playing with your little rubber ducky. And then also, like, living the turtle life would be awesome. Like, I love turtles so much. Like, everyone knows I love turtles, but, like, seriously, love turtles. Like, I don't think you get it. How much I love turtles. Oh, especially popcorn, because popcorn is my turtle. And, like, anyways, I love her so much. Thank you, best friend Issa, for getting it for me. Like, I love you so much. Like, I know she got me popcorn, like, months and months ago. But, like, I'm still so happy to have popcorn. Like, I'm so happy. Yeah, the best gift ever. Like, yeah, I think she's, like, my favorite gift that I've ever gotten from anybody ever. Like, literally, like, love popcorn for life. For life, because she's probably gonna live longer than me. Yeah, I also need to start exercising more, because I am tired all the time, and, like, exercising helps with that, so, like, yeah, I should start exercising more, so, like, yeah. And also, like, I want to take more hikes and stuff, and a lot of the, like, more dangerous hikes I can't take, because I couldn't take, like, a 3-mile hike. So, yeah, like, I need to work on exercising so I can handle hikes that I want to take with my uncle, and future hikes that I want to take by myself and stuff. So, like, yeah. Oh, also, like, I know, my bed is pink. Like, what is wrong with the bed? I know. I just, come on, her pink shit. Oh my god, also, we went to this bakery, and I thought Mike was gonna like it, because, like, Mike likes bakeries. He was telling me he loves Asian bakeries, and I was like, oh my god, there's this one that's strong, it's so really good. And it's like, it's kind of, like, weird, though, because it says it's Chinese, and, like, a lot of the people there are Chinese, but, like, it's European-style pastries, which I love European-style pastries, so it's probably why I like this bakery so much. But, like, it's just weird, because, like, there are a few, like, authentic, like, Chinese stuff. Like, around New Year's, they have mooncakes, obviously, and then, like, they have, like, sun pao, and then they have, like, some other, like, Chinese stuff. But, like, it's really rare that they have the Chinese stuff. Like, a lot of it is more, like, some of it is Japanese style, actually, too. But a lot of it is European style, which is weird, especially in a Chinese, like, bakery. Like, it's weird. And so Mike was mentioning this, and I was like, yeah, I know, but it's still good. Like, just try it. And he was like, I don't really like sweets. And I was like, I don't like sweets either, dude. But, like, trust me, European pastries are delicious. And he was like, yeah, I know, I've had them before. I love it. He's like, I don't really like them that much. And I was like, okay, like, And I was just kind of frustrated because, like, he kept looking around and, like, not picking up anything. And I was like, boy, do I need to, like, drag your, like... So, yeah, I ended up, like, picking a lot of stuff for me, myself, and also some grandma. because, like, he was not picking anything. And then the stuff that he did pick was kind of weird because he, like, got this, like, turd-looking thing. Like, it literally looked like a heaping pile of shit. And it was just a it was kind of like a bowl, but it was, like, chocolate, which is, it's odd. And it was really dark chocolate, so like I said, it looked like a steaming pile of shit. Anyways, it supposedly to him, it didn't taste that bad. It was just kind of bitter because it was dark chocolate, so it explains why it was so dark and like looking shitty, you know? Like, not bad shitty, like literally looked like shit shitty, you know? And and then he also, like, I hate cinnamon. Well, I mean, I don't hate cinnamon in, like, milk and stuff. I like cinnamon in small doses. I hate cinnamon pastries, though. That's, like, one of the things. Like, I cannot stand cinnamon pastries. And, or cinnamon apples, or, like, any, I just don't like cinnamon in my desserts, okay? Like, it's not a thing for me. And he loves them, apparently. And he got, like, 2 desserts. No, it's just one. My bad. I'm exaggerating as usual. And, it was a cinnamon dessert. It was, like, a big one. And he was, like, eating it. And I was like, you got, like, a steaming pile of shit and a cinnamon thing. Like, I can't eat either. Like, cool! And then also, like, I got one mango thingy. Because, like, it looked okay and I love mango. And then, what else did I get? I got this strawberry thing specifically for my grandma. And then I got this custard thing, which I love. This Chinese custard thing. It's like a cream tart, but it's, like, salty because, like, they coat it, like, with this, like, shell-like thing, and it's so good. I love it. It's, like, creamy and sweet, but it's also kind of salty at the same time, but not, like, overly salty. Like, it's really, really subtle salty because it's made from eggs, and it's, like, an egg custard, and it's so good. It is so good. Like, I love tarts. Like, probably my favorite dessert is a tart. Like, I don't know if I've ever told anybody this before, but I love tart. Like, literally, like, if for my, like, next birthday, like, if I could get a giant tart instead of a cake, like, that would so be happening because I love tarts that much. Like, 9 times out of 10, if someone gives me an ice cream or even a giant cookie and then someone gives me a little itty bitty tiny tart, I don't care how tiny that tart is, I'm going to choose that tart over that other dessert because, like, I love tarts the most. Like, especially sour tarts or, like, oh my god, tarts are just, they're so satisfying to look at and taste and, like, eat. Like, have you ever eaten a tart before? Like, because they're fucking fantastic, okay? I get excited about shit that doesn't matter. I'm sorry. But anyways, this tart, like, I got one because I didn't think anyone else would like it because my uncle doesn't like sweets. And my grandma, like, I didn't think she was into that kind of stuff. So I only got one. And then, of course, like, after dinner, I was like, oh, like, everyone pick the star. It's like, I'm your, like, chauffeur for desserts. Like, look at me. And, like, everyone was like, ooh. And then, like, my uncle, like, ate his, like, cinnamon ass shit. And my grandma, of course, she goes for the one thing I like that I was really looking forward to. She goes for my tart. And I was like, if this was anybody else, I would rip through them. But because it's I look like Princess Leia. Look at that. Like, ooh. Like, it looks like a little circle. And then, like, a little girl. And then, okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Nerd on the loose. Okay, anyways, so, like, she takes my tart and eats it and just, like, casually, like, and the thing is, she's not eating it properly either. Like, she's not even biting into it. She's spooning the custard out and not eating the crust. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, no! I'm like, anyone else, I would have, like, been, like, all, like, sarcastic and, like, rude with them, but, like, kind of not rude, but also really rude with them because, like, you're eating my favorite dessert. But because it's my grandma, I have to be like, here you go! Like, totally fine. Just take my dreams away as well. Like, it's fine. Like, just take it all. Like, just take my soul as well. And I'm so dramatic, but, like, it was I was looking forward to it. Okay? And, like, she took it and she didn't even eat properly. And, like, oh! But I couldn't say anything. And my uncle was looking at me because I was talking about him in the car ride back, all about how I love my tarts, just like I was talking about earlier. And he was like, he's like, I bet that's what you're gonna eat first. And then he saw her pick it up, and he looked at me, and we both shared a look. And he was like, his was kind kind of poking fun at me because he saw, like, he knew how much I was looking forward to that tart, and so he knew, but he didn't say anything. He just kind of looked at me like, like, wow, like, how unfortunate for you, but, like, not really, and I find this funny kind of look, and I was over there, like, I'm dying. I'm, like, I could, like, almost begging him, like, convince her to give it back to me, please, like a dog begging, and, like, he didn't do anything, obviously, and so, like, I had to, like, suffer through that. And, like, her strawberry shortcake that I got for her was sitting right there. That's what I picked for her. Like, specifically thought she was gonna eat it. But she took my custard tart. Like, how dare thee? How dare you? But it's fine. It's fine. She's my grandma. I love her. But, like, still, like, I was so tempted to ask her to share it, but she was already spooning it by the time I, like, ground up the courage to ask her to share it, and I was like, she ruined it. Like, I can't anymore. Like, ugh! And my uncle was just kind of like, you should have gotten two, and I was like, well, if I had known she was gonna fucking eat it, thanks for that. Thanks for the support, Mike. Like, great. Love custard. And tarts. I actually don't really like custard that much, so it's really surprising that I love tarts, but, like, I love tarts. She ate my tarts, and I'm never gonna recover from the trauma. I'm so dramatic, god damn. I'm, like, literally, tarts are so common. They have them in donut shops. Like, if I really want a tart, like, I can literally just go to Safeway, or one of those, like, little dingy donut shops and just, like, be like, sweetie, like, do we have a tart? Because, like, I need one. And, like, they'll give me a tart. Like, I'm so dramatic. Like, ugh, hate myself. But, like, I wanted that tart. And she ate it wrong. Like, imagine if, like, okay, everybody loves pizza, right? Okay, imagine if you got pizza and there was only one slice left and it was your favorite pizza ever and it was, like, your birthday or something. And someone took that pizza and they ate the last slice, but then they didn't just eat the last slice. They patted out the grease, because I know people do that sometimes, and it's, like, blasphemous. Like, patting out the grease, like, that defeats the purpose of pizza. And then picked up the pizza, looked at you while they were eating the pizza, but then they turned the pizza around and they were eating it from the crust first. Like, imagine someone did that to your pizza. Like, that's how I felt when she was eating my custard, okay? She was eating it wrong, and she was eating my custard. It was my only custard, and it felt like she was destroying my soul, okay? Every bite she took felt like she was biting part of my soul. Okay, I'm so dramatic, okay? But you get the point. I really wanted that custard. It's fine, though. It's fine. Just me and my custard are just gonna have better days in the future, okay? Like, we're just gonna keep going. This just reminds me how much I love custard, though, okay? So, like, that's a good thing. I just renewed my love for my custard, okay? I mean, my tart. Oh, why do I keep saying custard instead of tart? Whoops. Oh, well. You get the point. I love tarts. Love them so much. Deprived of my tart. Also, we shopped for, like, hours, so I was tired, and I was looking forward to my tart. Like, that was, like, the one thing I was looking forward to. It didn't happen. It's okay, though. It's fine. It's fine, right, Popcorn? Where is Popcorn? Oh, she's on the bottom. Like, I can't see her because she's on the bottom. Oh. She's resting. Oh well, I better turn off her light if she's resting. Anyways, so yeah, bye. I'm just gonna be warning my toasted. What are they called? Tarts. I'm just gonna be mourning my tart and, like, please make a burial or something. I need my tart burial. Again, so dramatic. Like, I'm sorry for being, like, dramatic and ranting about my tart for, like, 10 minutes. That's how dramatic I am. If you don't know how dramatic, like, this is your video. Like, that's clearly demonstrating how dramatic I am.
Like, if you don't already know that, like, I might as well have dramatic tattooed on my face because, like, my expressions already express how freaking dramatic I am. Like, why? Okay, anyways, bye.